Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
Tonight, it's the Washington Wizards as they'll be playing against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York. This is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. And the ghouls and goblins are out as we're hosting here on Halloween night. Oh, that is very scary, Shaq. I see you decided not to dress for the occasion.
Well, when you're 7 feet and as sexy as I am, you don't need a costume. Plus, I took my kids trick-or-treating before I came here. Ernie, father duties.
Wow. I just remember the worst trick that I ever got in the bag.
Trick in the
on
bag?
Trick-or-treat. Yeah, it was the worst
trick in the bag.
The worst trick in the bag I've ever got. I opened up the candy thinking it was going to be filled with all kinds of great things. I opened it up and worms were inside.
Oh, that's horrible. That's awesome. A horrible story.
That's awesome.
That's
Did
a terrible
you eat them?
story.
It was horrible.
It's a very sad story.
It was hard. It was a trick in the bag.
What was your best costume?
My best costume probably when I was an adult. I came, me and my wife, Run DMC.
Oh.
I was Run. No, I was DMC. She was Run.
Yeah. How about you, Shaq? You never dress up for...
He's dressed for Halloween right now.
I'll give you a hint, Ernie. Oh.
What's that?
Chewbacca.
Oh. I didn't know that was Chewbacca's sound.
Oh.
The Marine Corps War Memorial in the foreground. No shortage of magnificent structures here in Washington, D.C. Greetings, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying this. Happy Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup in the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Yeah, it's really plain as pound cake. They're the better team. I mean, they'll look to prove it again here tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Vujicic. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal third in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Now here's Anthony. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates. Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Gortat. A baseline J. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Gortat's got his first basket.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Lopez outside. Calderon against Wall. 4 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
It's Wall with the drive. That's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Now, here's the name. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
New York comes into this one following a loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, and once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Beal can't get it to go. And now the Knicks on the break. Calderon's got the ball. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Assist goes to
all with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
New York trailing. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lopez, a screen on Wall. There's the pass to Porzingis. Clock at 4. Calderon dishes to Carmelo. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Anthony's got his second basket of the night. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Wall kicks to Dudley. Fires the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category. And I think, to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent. And I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And Washington making a change here. Neal's checked in, and a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Sasha Vujicic. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Galloway. 9 points last game. The feed to Carmelo. On the wing of Flello. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Wizards have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Wall's shot is off.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
Galloway, the pass to Anthony. Out to the wing. Serafin dishes to Aflalo. Outside Williams. New York moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 6. Here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.